What if I told you that a young man's life was taken in broad daylight by the same people who swore to protect him? Stay with me as I take you to Delta State, Nigeria, where a young man called Mene was killed in broad daylight by this same officer. Now, before I share you the details of what happened to that event, I want to share you a video of the incident. So watch.
Officer, I'm going to tell you everything. Now, my friend, I deceive me. You just stop play, bro. You just stop play. I'm going to carry my friend. I don't know anything concerned. Yes, I don't know anything concerned. I don't know anything concerned. I beg. I don't know anything concerned. I go carry you go meet I just something like this. I go carry you go meet the officer. I go carry you go meet the officer. Officer. I go carry you go meet the officer, man. I go carry you go meet the I don't know. Officer, I don't know. I don't know, officer. Officer, I don't know. Baba, officer, I don't know. Jesus. I'm back there.
Oh God, yeah. Dust for my skin, see the ground where I did. Hands for my back, I no feet even pray. Crowd stand still, but them eyes look away. One wrong move, make everything fade. Breath getting short, heart the race. I did search mercy for the man where I face. No courtroom, no judge, no case. Just one trigger fit end my days. Who I offend, waiting I do. Why my whole life won't end like this too? If not mistake, no be true. Why I go pay with my life for him too? If not you, waiting you go say. If not your life, then won't take today.
Officer, I go tell you everything. And my friend deceive me. I go carry you go a place. I don't know anything concern. I beg.
Mama go cry when she heard the news. I know that song where the world don't lose. No be perfect, but he still get bread. No reason justify this kind death. People they shake, but them no fit up. Fair old voice as the seconds walk. One gun sound, everything end. Life cut short with no good men. Who go answer when blood cry out? Who go speak when truth get out? If mercy die for streets like this, waiting remain for justice.
Officer, I go tell you everything. Now my friend deceive me. I go carry you go a place. I don't know anything concern. I beg.
So you could see practically that this young man was begging for his life. He's popularly known as OG Millions. I know you're not happy seeing that video, and I'm sorry for sharing that video. That's because there's some things that I really need us to share, and I really want us to contribute, talk about it. Prior to that incident, this was how the story went. He was contacted by his friend to help him go to the park and get a baby. On him reaching the park, he went to the driver, and as a normal person would do, I want to get the parcel for my friend. And then he was handed the parcel, but the driver insisted that the parcel was a bit heavier, so he should top money, and that is, he should add more money to the wages money which they've paid for. So he did, and afterwards, the driver now insisted that why is this heavy? Now the driver insisted, why is the parcel heavier? Can you lose it? Can you open it so that we'll see what is inside the parcel? Then he said that he was sent, but after much pressure, it was uncovered. Lo and behold, there was a gun, a pistol gun, before live ammunition. What happened? He was telling them that it wasn't his, that he was sent by his friend. And then he was tied. His hands was tied behind him, his legs were tied. And the leadership of the pack closed the park so that nobody would enter the park to rescue the young man. What happened? As normal citizens would do, the police was alerted and they were sent to the park to take the boy to the station. And this was led by the team of ASP Nuhu Usman, who took the young man, put him inside the Sienna vehicle, and then drove out. He stopped at a place and then dropped the young man, and in an attempt, he tried to shoot the young man. He tried severally to shoot the young man, but the gun was not given him. And later on, he succeeded in shooting the young man. Well, while he was attempting to even shoot the young man, he was pleading. And in his word, it was my friend that sent me. It was not my parcel. I was deceived of a friend. I will take you to him. He stays in Sapele. That is the area or region that his friend lives. He was deceived that he knows nothing about it. He promised to take them there. But he was shocked. But news from other sources said that after he was shot in the hand, he was taken to the vehicle and taken to the station. Then he was still alive. And at the end of the day, the young police officer still came out and shot him twice. And then he died. What sort of police brutality? And that was how this young man's life was ended. Now, there are tensions, there are questions to this. My take on this is, why didn't the driver contact the police when he got the parcel from the park? What happened to the authority? What happened to the department of the park that actually received the parcel before it was due to the driver? And why the driver took the parcel, why did he check it before he brought it down? What are the lessons to take from this story, from what happened in Delta State? Be careful who you run errands for. Yeah, be careful who you run errands for. Not every favor is harmless. Just know that. Ask questions before accepting anything. Because somebody can just call you, go out there and pick something for me without knowing what that thing is. And then when you go out there to pick it, you might be unfortunate to see that what is inside that is quite different. Also, be mindful of being in the wrong place and at the wrong time, because it is real. Innocent people can be caught up in real life situations because they are in the wrong place. Also, consequences can fall on a wrong person without knowing it, just like that of Mene. The situations around him was not about him, but he was a victim. He was a victim. Life can change in a second. So in the decision that you make has a way of changing your life forever. Little did this young man knew that that same day that he was going out there because he trusted his friend, pick a parcel for his friend, would have been or would be his last day. Just in seconds, he was shot, and that was all. Nobody. Where are now his friends? People that sent him, or people that he trusted, where are they? They all run back to the dark. Choose your circle wisely. This is one of the things that is killing this generation. The kind of friends they follow, the kind of influence they have, has a way of affecting their life, has a way of influencing them negatively. Well, just like this young man that was killed innocent. You wouldn't blame him because he trusted his path. It's not about him. It's about his friend. Because he trusted him or trusted the young man that sent him. Oh, wow. He was still killed. I believe that when this was about to happen, if the friend was a true person, he would have come out. But when you have bad friends, when bad things begin to happen to you, they will all flee away because they know that it will implicate them. So, what are your thoughts in this? Also, whenever you want to be responsible, you should be responsible with caution. Even if you are to say yes sir, yes no, be very, very careful why you are trying to be responsible. Because these are the things that affect our younger generations. They are trying to be responsible, but there is no caution of them being responsible. You can't be careful enough. You can't just be careful enough. But as you're moving out daily, as you're being responsible, please be cautious. My pain goes out. All those who were standing there, the community that was standing there that could not stop that incident. That is where the community has come to fail. Even when this young man was begging for his life, community or people around would have stood up, said, no, you don't have to kill this young man. If the community would have stood and said, no, take him to the station, get him interrogated, and go out there and find out those who are responsible. Or even if he's guilty, let us get to the root of it, because we need to save lives. We need to bring people to justice. But they failed him. They were only hailing the young man after killing him. They give a praise to the police officer who was proud for taking a life. So community failed him. People around failed him. But little did they know that sometimes this can happen to any of them. If it can't happen to them, it can happen to their extended families or those who are close to them. When you are in a place where wrongdoings are happening and you cannot speak or say anything, eventually you are inviting that into your livelihood. So if only one person would have spoken, that life would have been kept. And then to the police officer, to the police authority who swore to value and protect lives, but they go on and on and on and taking these lives, humiliate citizens every day, kill citizens every day. These are the things we see on camera. What about the ones that are not seen on camera? You go out there, you intimidate citizens, you go out there and kill citizens, people that you swore to protect. You keep on taking their life, you keep on taking their money, you keep on taking bribes, and because you want to enrich yourself, because you are being called a police officer, because you feel that the law covers you, and then you abuse the privilege. I think most of them need to be rehabilitated. Most of them need to go to proper training. Most of them need to be checked. Because how do you explain this incident? This is what is happening every day in many parts of Nigeria. And when you go out there to say, no, this is the wrong thing, they end you. They say there is freedom of speech. But is there really a freedom of speech? What happened to the freedom of that young man's speech? He was not honored. He was not listened to. I think the use of force needs to be controlled, because most of them just handle their guns and then to go out there, use it as for power, and then take lives. This is unacceptable. We honor lives, we value lives. This is sad. So please share, like, put down your thoughts in the comment section, and do not forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.